Hello Goodwill team. Today we'll talk about safety driving 101, dealing with spotters, and also making sure the areas we're backing out of and clearing out of is clear. The most dangerous driving a vehicle operator can do on any given day is backing a vehicle, especially a truck larger than a van. The large blind spots on our Goodwill trucks and other vehicles necessitate the assistance of a spotter to back safely. Spotting duties are required of all employees, regardless of whether they hold a driver's license. While taking reasonable safety precautions, a driver who is driving alone in a vehicle may perform the backing maneuver without a spotter. Standard cues for spotters include straight back, waving with one hand raised above the head and palm facing the face, other hand by the side of the spotter. For turning, extend the index fingers of both arms in the same direction. Stop with the palms facing outward and either both or one arms extended. By yelling the stop order at a volume that the driver can hear, you can reinforce this signal. Also, make sure you're still visible for the driver to see, so when you do use the palms to stop, he'll be able to see it. The driver and the spotter should talk about the move before the driver does it. Everyone involved should agree on the hand signals. The spotter ought to keep making eye contact with the driver's reflection in the mirror, even if doing so necessitates frequently shifting positions. Even if the driver's maneuver is unchanging or proceeding normally, the spotter should continue to signal. In the event that the spotter needs to temporarily stop spotting for any reason, ensure that the driver stops the vehicle. Only after spotting has resumed can a maneuver be resumed. While spotting, keep a safe distance or position from the vehicle and check to see if your walking path is clear before beginning the maneuver. The vehicle should be stopped right away if the driver is unsure of the spotter signals at any point. When the signals have been clarified by the driver and spotter, the maneuver can be resumed. The driver should not look away from the spotter or check the other mirror while the vehicle is in motion. There are several procedures that need to be followed when backing up anything larger than a minivan or a pickup truck. Before using the backup procedure to back up the vehicle, make sure you can safely do it. And if you don't feel comfortable safely doing it, then you and the spotter can switch roles, so that way the spotter becomes the driver and the driver becomes the spotter. The driving precautions are, but not limited to, getting out of the vehicle and looking around. If the vehicle has one, checking the backup camera and rear view mirrors, activating your warning horn, and making sure the backup alarm is working if equipped. For all our truck drivers, we want you to be mindful of all the laterals and overheads. For example, this donation drive-through for Goodwill, we have an overhead, and then also be mindful of these clearance bars. Now, this one here at our corporate building may say 8x4, but every building has a different number by it. So make sure you be mindful of that as well. When spotting, focus solely on the target instead of conversing with nearby individuals. Seatbelts should always be worn by drivers and passengers. Drivers need to adjust mirrors prior to putting the truck in gear. Please don't be on your cell phones while driving. Let's make sure we drive safely and not cause any harm to us or anybody else. Now that we've gone through all the safety driving procedures, let's make sure we apply this to everyday life, even outside of work. Your safety is our biggest concern, and we want to make sure you do things the right way. We thank you for your time. Have a good one. Be blessed.